I'm just thinking in 2023, I had about 20 something full-time people working for me. I don't really need any. I mean, most of them are gone, but I don't need any. I didn't need, like, I'm realizing that I would have had to get rid of them anyways.
This is Secrets for Success.
Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Todd. Thank you as always for joining me. All right, this episode, I want to talk about your business. I want to talk about the roles in your business. I want to talk about how you actually don't even need employees anymore. I'm being honest with y'all, to be able to run your business. Okay, now here's the deal. I ain't selling y'all on nothing. Okay, I ain't selling you on nothing. I'm just telling you this is what you need in order to run this thing and run it right. Okay, and right now I got to tell you this. I got 5 businesses. Some's doing not great. Some are crushing it. The ones that are crushing it, it's because I'm acknowledging all of these roles that I'm about to tell you. And these roles are actively being done inside of the business. And the ones that are doing very well, I have someone, or I should say I have something being used to honor every single role in the business that I'm about to tell you. Okay, so what are those roles? All right, number one is the CEO. The CEO is you. Okay, you are the CEO. The CEO is a person that is responsible for all the other team members that I'm going to talk about. That's what the CEO is responsible for. At the end of the day, the business performance starts and stops with the CEO. Okay, the CEO is responsible for everything else. I call the CEO the head coach of the company. Okay, the head coach of the team. All right, so that's number one. All right, let's now talk about number two. Number two, let's talk about the CFO, finances. Okay, who is the person in your company that is basically watching the ledger, that is seeing what transactions are coming in, who's buying, who's leaving, who's staying, who's upselling, who is actually like showing what's happening on a scoreboard. Okay, who is that person? Okay, you could play basketball, you could play football, you could play baseball. The game does not mean nearly as much when we're not keeping score. So who is that person? Who is that thing that is actually keeping score? Because if we're not keeping score, like nobody's playing hard. Okay, and that's what you have to have. That usually is a bookkeeper. Okay, can be an accountant as well. Who's doing that for you? Okay, so that's number one. That's number two. So we have CEO, we have the CFO. All right, number 3, CTO. The reality is this. The reality is that if you're not using automation, if you're not using tech to be able to run your business, you're not running it efficiently. And in today's world with AI, you're going to get absolutely slaughtered. So you need to have a CTO. Somebody, something, you notice how I keep on saying something? Because I'm going somewhere with this. That is actually helping you look at how can I automate? How can I run my business smoother and run it more efficiently? And if I am using humans, how do I use humans and leverage them? And you do that through automation. So who is the CTO, or what is the CTO of your business? Okay, so we talk about CEO, we talk about CFO, we talk about CTO. All right, let's talk about number 4, COO. COO is Chief Operating Officer of the business. Who is in charge of the processes, the systems, the operations, when people come in, the onboarding, the plan that we're using to keep the business rolling, whether it's for your team members, whether it's for your customers. Who is responsible for that? Who is your COO of the company? All right. So we talked about CEO, talked about CFO, we talked about CTO, we've talked about COO. Okay, great. Number 5 is your CSO. Who's helping you with the strategy of the business? Who is helping you with that? Like, business is a game. Every single time you are in a game, you must have a strategy for how are we going to win this game? What are we going to do? Okay. Are we going to, apply pressure? Are we going to play defense? Are we going to play more offense? It's a game. You have to have some type of strategic plan, or you're just in reactive mode all the time. So the people that have the strategy, you have a higher probability of winning. All right. So we have CEO, we got CFO, we have CTO, we have COO, and we have our CSO, our Chief Strategy Officer. Okay. Let's talk about now number 6. Number 6 is your CMO. Your CMO, your Chief Marketing Officer, who is helping you with putting you in front of more people, more eyeballs, getting awareness, getting people to love what it is that you have, to discover you, to find value in what you're giving them so that they actually want to now listen to the offers that you have for the marketplace. Who is that person? What thing does that and helps you with that? You guys, these are the pieces that you're going to need. And in the beginning, when you're starting a business, you got to do all of them. Like you got to do, I know I did. Like I had to be the bookkeeper. Like I had to be the person that was doing operations. Sorry, I didn't have the money. Like I didn't have the money. I remember when I was able to hire somebody to do my bookkeeping, I was like, oh my gosh, so needed. This is great. But because I didn't have the money in the beginning, so I had to do it. I did it in Quicken. That's what I did. You guys, today, every single one of those roles, you can have those roles being taken care of using Claude. You could have most of those roles be taken care of using ChatGPT too. But let me tell you something. What Claude has done for me in the last month has literally changed my businesses. It has changed my life. It is crazy what this thing is doing. The businesses that were struggling, it is literally allowing us to stay in business. The businesses that are doing well, it is allowing us to be able to take it to a completely different level. It is unbelievable. Every single one of those roles, you can actually have Claude do those roles. And when I tell you do those roles, here's what I'm telling you. And by the way, if you guys want to see this, look, go on YouTube. I learned a lot from there, and then I just started taking it on my own. I've had Claude now become probably my biggest go-to for CMO. I've had Claude do all of my business budgets, my business expenses, my reports, pulling all my data from all the different platforms. It doesn't even have to be integrated. It will go and scrub my site. I've had Claude redo my websites. I've had Claude do all of my stuff for marketing and sales. I've had Claude help me with streamlining all of my operations and processes. I've had Claude basically help me with how I can integrate so many things with tech to make everything just run so much smoother. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing what you can do, and it's not hard to do. It's not. But what I can tell you is that if you're struggling, you're one of those things is missing. And it used to suck because you'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta do it. Well, I'm overwhelmed already. Well, okay, you gotta hire somebody to do it. Well, I don't have the money. Okay, well then you're screwed. But today, no, you don't need to. You can have these AI platforms do it. Now, I know AI, there's a lot of bad and a lot of people are losing their jobs. And I know that sucks. But hey, look, you're someone that you are not being reactive. You're trying to be proactive. You're trying to take ownership. And what I can tell you is please use that. And if you're like, well, I don't have anything to sell you on with regards to this, go on YouTube. Okay, that's what you can do. Now, I have an AI community. And this upcoming month, I'm going to, at the end of this month, end of April, I'm going to be doing a training, a workshop just on Claude of what I've learned. Okay. And yeah, my community, I charge, $100 a month for it. But if you don't want to do that, just go on YouTube. If you want to go on my community, fine. Then reach out to us and join a community. Cool. But you don't have to do that to learn it. But I can tell you right now, it is mind blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And if you're listening and you're in that community, you make sure you're on this next upcoming call because I'm telling you right now, it's going to blow your mind what I'm having this thing do. I'm just thinking in 2023, I had about 20-something full-time people working for me. I don't really need any. I mean, most of them are gone, but I don't need any. I didn't need, like, I'm realizing that I would have had to get rid of them anyways. There's no need for it. It's that good. It's wild. Anyways, I hope that helps. I hope that serves you. I don't know. I just need to tell you guys that. And you guys know when something is bringing me value, I'm not going to hold it. I'm not in competition with any of you. I'm here to help you, whether you become a paying customer or not. I just want to see you win. And if that means I win, great. If that means I don't win, I don't really care. I just know that, like, if I can help, let me just help you in whatever way I can. So anyways, I hope that helps. I hope that serves. I love you guys. Till next time.
That was easy.